National Federation of Independent Business Optimism Index fell. It's a 3-month low for that Optimism Index. Owners worried about rising costs, excess inventory, weaker sales. Doug Flynn is here now, our favorite certified financial planner and co-founder of Flynn Zito Capital Management.
Hey, Kyle.
I have a list, well, the president was talking about that earlier. I have a list. What about that? So, the tariffs, every time we have some sort of a story that says, oh, the tariffs are going to have an impact, small businesses, I've done some interviews with, like, there was a woman who had, like, baby products, and a lot of them had to come in from China. Like, small businesses, a lot of times, they don't have the options to make changes, can really be the ones that feel this the most.
That's true. It's translating into some of the surveys that you're seeing here, and I don't think it's just even the optimism part here. Also, they put out, this same organization, the NFIB, also puts out what's called the Uncertainty Index, and that index has actually risen substantially just this past month. It's actually at the 4th highest point it's been in the 52-year history of this. So not only do you have the issue with optimism waning, you also have this issue of uncertainty rising, and it's on the backs of what you mentioned, and the fact that they're going to have to pass down these price increases down to consumers. Although even with this, most businesses, when you survey them, they feel that their business is still in pretty good shape, but there's just concerns and uncertainty, and I think that's weighing into a lot of this.
What about the shutdown? It's interesting, like Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, was on TV saying the media has been downplaying the impact of it, and real people are starting to feel the effects. Well, maybe, and there may be some effects, but, you have to, have a little grain of salt with all the comments during a shutdown, because each side is trying to get their leverage over the other. How do you see the shutdown and the economics around it?
Well, it's definitely having an impact on, there's a couple of 100,000 government workers who've been furloughed, and then there's talk of some of them getting outright fired. Sure. So we'll see what happens to them, and of course that's going to have a direct impact on them, and I think that's where it is. Now perhaps a majority of them, or almost all of them, will get back pay, and it won't be an issue when it's solved, but it's just putting pressure on people and saying, hey, there are families affected here, especially if it's a single earner household or reliant on the government and they have no income, and perhaps they don't have a lot of savings, because many people don't, and so they're feeling it, and the longer this goes, the more you're going to see some stories about that. So I think they're playing it there, but a lot of these are government workers that we're talking about. It hasn't really filtered across the board to sort of non-government workers, but obviously if it goes on long enough, it certainly can. So you're right, they're pointing it out to try to get people to get on their side.
Just real quick, and before the bell in 30 seconds, Trump on Truth Social just took another shot at China for purposely not buying our soybeans, and says he's going to consider terminating business with China having to do with cooking oil, and other elements of trade. So the market kind of doesn't know what to make of this, but now settled down after Friday.
Yeah, so it reacted negatively to the first comment, and then it reacted positively to his comment, don't worry about it, it'll be fine.
That's right.
And now it's kind of bouncing around a little bit on that. I think the reason why it hasn't gone down a lot more, though, is because you're starting to see the earnings for this quarter come out. The financial services companies came out today, and the earnings were better than expected. So those positives are outweighing sort of short-term negatives with China, and that's what you're seeing here, I think, play out minute by minute with this.
Good stuff, as always. My friend Doug Flynn with us at the top of the hour.